Hey guys, welcome back to my series, College Really Met. So if you guys are new, this is a series that I do on my channel where I kind of talk about some feelings I've had been in college so far. And one, I just came back from working now, and I was working now. I kind of had this kind of going through a lot of feelings of, especially as a black person, and I go to the University of Maryland, College Park, which is a predominantly white institution. So I'm kind of feeling a bit out of place, even though I've been here for the past 2 years. I think a lot of this feels is trying to accumulate, and I'm starting to feel kind of having a lot of self doubt, especially going to my senior year, and especially going to my senior year, having a lot of self doubt about myself and kind of like my future. I think a lot of my friends have kind of secured their future, but I think for me, kind of having to work throughout college, having to kind of get myself day by day by, I started to have like this a bit of an imposter syndrome basically, and kind of feel like I don't belong in this space. Kind of feel like all the stuff I've done the past year, it's just I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's something that I can be proud of. It's something that I'm truly proud of, and I have this fear of like someone being like, "Oh my God, she's such a fraud," like because the person I am right now and the person I am with my friend is not the same, I have this fear of kind of like being as well as a fraud. So I've been kind of trying to figure out what that is, and I did a quick Google search. I went on TikTok and the Google search, and there was like this feeling of imposter syndrome, which is kind of basically like doubting my accomplishments, kind of having this internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. Because even though I have done a lot of things with successful, I've been under this, I've done certain things that a lot of people on the outside like, oh wow, that's an accomplishment. I am starting to have a bit of feeling of self doubt, kind of like struggling to internalize the success that I've had, the accomplishment that I have, and I'm trying to be like, oh, I only got this and I only got that because I was there at the right place, or like luck or timing, or like other people gave it to me, or like rather than like me trying to be like I actually got myself to this position, and it's causing me to, as I mentioned, like kind of like downplay my accomplishment, kind of attribute my success to luck rather than like my actual ability. And I've been feeling very anxious and very kind of sad about how am I gonna deal with this feeling once I'm done with college. And I've been kind of feeling a bit sad and kind of feeling a bit depressed, kind of being sad, kind of withdrawing from my friend, kind of finding very hard to kind of function day by day. I am able to get up and I'm able to do what I have to do, but I don't feel fulfilled while I do that. I'm having a bit of, like a low self esteem issues and kind of feeling like I'm not worth anything. And yeah, it really sucks because I feel like there's this pressure for me to prove myself, and that pressure and that fear of failing people, especially my parents who worked so hard to bring me to this country, it's kind of causing, I'm kind of like emotionally exhausted, kind of like just burnt out. And I think that's just adding more and more to why I'm depressed and why I'm feeling very sad, why I'm feeling very isolated, and why I'm feeling very socially withdrawn from my friends, because I feel like I'm so tired that I can't keep pretending. I can't keep pretending I can't pretend that I'm someone that I'm not. And one thing that I kind of saw was that I'm not alone. I think I I thought I was a feeling that I felt myself, but I realized I'm not alone. And I was kind of just doing some internet scrolling, kind of like looking up some stuff, I was kind of to find some reinsurance, and I found an article and I found a study that showed that about 20% of college students as experience like what's called imposter syndrome, like during their time in college. So that's like about one in every five of us. And I think knowing that feeling gives me a lot of reassurance that I'm not alone. It's not a feeling that I feel, and especially it was nice to know. It's very nice to have a confident feeling that this is very common among women, among first generation students, and among people who are minorities because of how systemically we've been discriminated when we finally have access to these areas that we were not allowed to have before. It is a feeling that is unknown, and it's a feeling that is scary. But so it's good to know that it's not just something that I'm dealing with alone. It's not something that it's not just something that I have to deal with alone, that there are other people like me that look like me that are also dealing with the same thing. And as I mentioned, a lot of the things that I'm feeling with imposter syndrome, you might notice yourself. So maybe you want to pause or like kind of reflect on this moment. But like there's a lot of feelings of, like I mentioned, like downplaying my success, kind of having this fear of being exposed, and kind of this having this expectation of being perfect all the time. I'm like, I set a lot of unrealistic expectations for myself, and I'm like struggling to get them done because I have that feeling back in my head that's like, oh, you're not good enough, or like I have to overwork, I have to do better than my peers who might be people who are from a more privileged background, kind of be perfect. Those are some of the common symptoms of imposter syndrome that I've noticed within myself. There's other symptoms that I saw, like social anxiety. Like I am feeling like I don't belong sometimes, and there are also symptoms of like kind of having a difficult time accepting a positive outlook in life, kind of like what will happen post college. And like, those are kind of connected symptoms of depression within myself that I kind of noticed. Like I felt like I've been losing weight a lot, and it's not because I'm going to the gym, it's because I just feel like I need to be perfect, I need to be working, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that, and that's causing me to kind of not only withdraw from my friends, but to kind of not have interest in what I really like to do before college, and kind of I have trouble sleeping, and I'm up until 4 a.m. just trying to feel like I need to get this done, I need to get that done. So it's a feeling that I'm trying to work on. It's a feeling that I want to fix before I graduate, and because when I get to the real world, I might start to feel a lot of this now. But I really am trying to take some steps to kind of like manage this important decision that I'm feeling, that I want to share with you guys as well. So one thing that UMD has is the UMD has a counseling center, and they offer like wellness workshops that for coping skills, academic success, kind of like managing imposter syndrome. I would definitely recommend you guys to watch my video to reach out to your own counseling center to see if they have different types of support system, because it's nice to be able to share your feelings and failure. It's kind of like tell other how you feel so that you can have that sense of community, and you can kind of reduce that sense of loneliness. One thing that I've also been trying to incorporate to manage my important syndrome is kind of treating myself and kind of celebrating my successes. As I mentioned, one of the symptoms is kind of like feeling like you don't deserve to be where you are, and what I'm doing is kind of like celebrate my success, kind of owning that, be like, you deserve to be here. This is you deserve this treat. So kind of going to McDonald's and getting ice cream, stuff like that. It's really kind of helping me feel like I do belong, and kind of like I've also learned to like reframe like negative thought about myself, like practice positive self talk. I in my wall I have like a lot of positive affirmations when on my wall that's basically saying you got this, you can do this, everything's gonna be okay. And one thing that I really liked about having this affirmation is that it is kind of like rewarding my brain, or it is rewarding my brain. It's kind of like increasing my feelings of self-worth and kind of motivation. It's also really decreasing my stress. It's making me, I feel more positive, and I feel better, I feel better tackling issues and improving my social and problem solving issues. So yeah, I also one tragedy that I looked into that's been working for me, and that was for you, is kind of letting go of perfection, being like I did my best, and that's where it is. Kind of like not aiming for perfection, kind of change my mindset from like rather than aiming for perfection, just aiming to improve like my progress. Like I came from this way to this way, and that's like what something that I've been looking into rather than being like it doesn't need to be perfect from the first beginning. It's kind of like progress. Like how am I doing progress? So I kind of like checking in myself. So yeah, I just want to share with you guys just feelings that I've been feeling recently. Kind of show you guys some of my strategies that I've been showing you guys my strategies that I've been using, because a lot of us do feel like this, and I think it's all trying to find support. So I hope that I am that support for you. I did have some in my description bio. I have some links below that kind of goes into more of what's actually having imposter syndrome, and kind of like what going into what's like what is my what going into what's like having imposter syndrome and kind of strategies to overcome that. So until then, see you guys next time. Bye.